Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I just got hit with a craving for one of those Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin spice coffees. This time of year, I like to have something like that, maybe once, maybe twice. I might have to drive down there and get one. You just never know. So listen to what happened this morning. My son was lifting weights with his baseball team, and a dumbbell, this is like the weirdest thing I've ever heard, a dumbbell falls, like one of the big dumbbells, falls on the finger of one of his teammates, the third baseman, and literally chops the tip of this poor kid's finger off. My son, who is not bothered by these, I'm the guy that would faint, but my son actually picked it up. I couldn't believe it. But literally, the tip of the guy's finger gets chopped off. And I'm like, so keep that kid in your prayers, because I know they rushed him to the hospital. Apparently the kid was pretty tough about it, but gee whiz, that makes me want to pass out right now. That'd probably get some views if the Digital Asset Investor passed out on his keyboard right in the middle of a show, wouldn't it? All right, but before I get going, I want to show you this. This is the CEO of Masterworks, who is one of my sponsors. Links in the top of the description if you want to get some. They go and buy artwork and they turn it into shares. $20 a share, minimum investment $500. Links in the top of the description. You can click on it and tell them DAI sent you. And so anyway, I want you to hear this clip. They're talking about this inflationary environment and how everything's going down, but how art actually historically has done.
Look, I mean, if we go back to the 1970s, which is the last inflationary era, the data that we have shows that art, real estate, and gold were the only things that gained relative value. So we do think that that art performs well during inflationary periods, but that's really the only data set that we have.
Interesting stuff. Here we go. We got to check in with the official cool guy, the Digital Asset Investor channel, because it's Friday, and he's really cool on Fridays.
Is your blockchain slow? Does it have high fees? Is it centralized? Do you have internal transparency? Do you scam people? Are you a Ponzi scheme? Well, let me tell you this. It's not for you. You know why? Crypto means business.
Yeah, and Ripple's the only one doing any business, it sounds like, that's legit. Now, check this out. Now, there was an article written from them. This is Commerce Bank. Heads up, we're running scheduled maintenance on NetBank and Commerce Bank app this weekend. We'll be down, Hi there. This guy says ISO 222 update. Hi there. From November 2022, cross-border payments will start to migrate to ISO 222, with all payments to be made and received using ISO 222 by November 2025. Cross-border payments will be greatly simplified as a result. Now, here's an article on this. XRP standard to be used by major Commonwealth Bank. Bank of Australia's largest financial conglomerate, CommBank, has announced it will begin migrating cross-border payments to ISO 222s this month. The plans to complete the transition of all payments conducted by it advanced standard by November 2025. And then down here it says, here's what makes this announcement interesting is that Ripple, which uses XRP in its operations, whose Ripple network was originally designed to comply with ISO 222, already meets the standard. Apart from Ripple, the only similar company would be Stellar, which is not my second largest holding. Which is not surprising given their common origin in the person of Jed McCaleb. Now, folks, I want to make one point here that I was talking to somebody about it on the phone today. What if the reason Stellar was not gone after is because more or less Stellar is seen as the same type of network as the XRP ledger? What if when XRP gets clarity, so does XLM? We know that both of them achieved their all-time high on the same date. We also know that since I got into this, they moved together. XRP goes up, usually XLM is going up. I believe it's all for a reason, folks. Now, let's see. So, when this article came out, though, back to this, some of you may remember, there's a lady, she goes by Crypto Granny now, but she did a video on this. She is Australian, and she's got a background in banking, very sophisticated lady, very smart. She's also famous for doing a valuation of what she thinks XRP should and will eventually be worth. It was like $334. I'll play you that clip in a second. But she put out this video. I encourage you to watch the whole thing. I clipped out one part of it. I want you to listen to this.
This is a great story for RippleNet and XRP. These guys do massive amount of FX. I used to work for Commonwealth Bank, Commonwealth Investment Management, which is part of Commonwealth Bank, and this is huge. They are the most developed in foreign exchange, fixed interest markets, money market, everything. And if they're using XRP for ODL or for payment systems, they are going to absolutely kill everyone else. They're going to be able to do it so cheaply and offer clients even lower interest rates on the other side of their balance sheet. So this is huge, right? They've got 2.7 million clients. They've just, they guarantee the deposit lending scheme if you put $100 with them and this sort of thing as a term deposit. But I've got to tell you, this is huge, right? And this is fabulous for XRP. It's one of their biggest clients. And this will certainly put XRP and Ripple and RippleNet and ODL on demand liquidity on the table. Seriously, this is really big. Anyway, guys, that was just a quick video. Put it all on Twitter today and I'm wrapped. XRP is so cheap. It's a joke. It should not be where it is. This is a fantastic story.
So huge for XRP. Now, for those of you that don't remember, this is her probably most popular video ever. Listen to this.
Saying in the first year, one XRP should be $124 or $125. If we assume that the cash flows, which is a very simple valuation model using the discounted cash flow or the net present value, is 33.4 trillion over 2 years, then 34 trillion over 100 bill puts one XRP at 334. And again, if we do the same over a 3-year period, we're looking at $892. So, and this is assuming only that X current is taken up and only 10% of X current is taken up globally. And I believe more will be taken up, absolutely.
$334.47. And look what just happened to pop up. Greg Kidd and Jack Dorsey. Now, this is a clip. This is another clip from Mr. B over there, Nick Birafado, who's at Swell from his day one recap. I wanted to play this for you. Listen to this.
ODL. So look, Brad talked about ODL, which is on-demand liquidity, which is the use of XRP. It was in 4 markets in 2020. It is currently in 40 markets. We went from 4 to 40, including Africa, and it's literally ODL is now in 90% of all FX markets, which I just thought was amazing. Ripple has $1 billion. ODL is now in 90% of all FX markets, which I just thought was amazing. Ripple has $1 billion of cash in the bank, so they are just rock solid. And he's just long-term bullish for the future of Ripple and the future of digital assets. And they also hired 110 people in Q3.
And there's Nick with Vitze Vind. He said he was a very nice guy. I talked to him. Charles Payne had tweeted this, and he says, serious question, how could anyone not be a conspiracy theorist? And it's the picture of New York Times having Sam Bankman-Fried, Larry Fink, the president of the Ukraine, and Janet Yellen at their next event. And I said, we live in the age of lies, Charles. To cover their lies, they point at us and they call us conspiracy theorists. It's their only defense. True story. Elon Musk may have put out the tweet of the day. That's a rhinoceros having relations with another rhinoceros in the background. The photographer doesn't see it. FTX losing over $1 billion of client funds. Senators calling all the attention is that senators calling for FTC to investigate Twitter because he bought it and is going to put free speech on it. It's real offensive, isn't it? So this right here is now we've got a situation where this Sam Bankman-Fried was meeting with all these regulators, CFTC, SEC. Well, as we know from listening to this channel, we know that you can't trust Gary Gensler as far as you can throw him. This is the guy that you're at a party and you're sitting there talking to him and having a great conversation with him at the party, and then somebody that he sees as more important than you walks in the room, then he acts like he doesn't know you anymore and goes and talks to them. That's the kind of guy this is. Okay, this is a climber. This is one of those people, all they care about is climbing the ladder and what's good for them. Not my kind of guy. This is just based on his actions and what I've seen. So here's an FT article. U.S. watchdogs play the blame game over FTX. He's focused on headline-grabbing enforcement actions like Kim Kardashian for illegally touting crypto rather than tackling systemic risk in the market. Here's another one. Jeremy Hogan's warning. Now remember, Caroline Pham is the young up-and-comer at the CFTC. She's been doing all the right things, being pro-crypto, going and meeting with people, and saying we want to do some productive things for crypto. She's been doing all the right things. Well, isn't that the person that Gary Gensler would try to throw under the bus? Of course it is. Jeremy Hogan's warning her, per this article, Chair Gensler is planning to throw you under the bus for his failures with FTX because it was a derivatives exchange. Forewarned is forearmed. So there you go, Caroline Pham. Well, we're here to remind people of the truth, though, Caroline, so don't worry. Listen to this.
No action relief discussed in the statement.
Hold on.
Do you know what no action relief is? Well, from this article from the SEC, we can see it says, no action relief is a mechanism that allows registrants to obtain certain assurances when their conduct may touch upon a gray area of regulation, or even may be technically proscribed, but does not raise the policy concerns underlying a particular rule. It is designed to give market participants comfort in continuing a particular course of conduct in areas where clarity is lacking or participants face potentially conflicting requirements. Basically, this was FTX in talks with the SEC to get no action relief. It means if FTX did something bad in a gray zone of regulation, while technically against the SEC's rules, they wouldn't come after them. But the connections to the SEC get even deeper. Glenn Ellison is a professor of economics at MIT and is also the department's head. He was the boss of the economics department of MIT. Why am I bringing up this guy? Well, from this SEC bio on Gary Gensler, we can see before joining the SEC, Gary was a professor at MIT. Says before joining the SEC, Gensler was professor of the practice of global economics and management at the MIT Sloan School of Management, co-director of MIT's FinTech at Sea Sale, and senior advisor to the MIT Media Lab Digital Currency Initiative. Glenn Ellison used to be Gary's boss. So what, Tyler? What is the importance of that? Well, guess who is Glenn Ellison's daughter? From this Wikipedia article on Caroline Ellison, we can see she is the daughter of Glenn Ellison, professor of economics at MIT. From the top of the wiki page, Caroline Ellison is an American business executive. She is the CEO of Alameda Research, a quantitative trading firm founded by Sam Bankman-Fried. And Caroline dated Sam Bankman. From this CoinDesk article about the debacle, it says, that includes Alameda CEO Caroline Ellison, whose firm played a central role in the company's...
All right. So there's that. Let me see if we're done here. Oh, I got to show you this and then we'll end this video. So Elon Musk posts this. Now, I've told you for a long time, I've always felt like Elon Musk and the PayPal guys, I've always felt like XRP and XLM are what was going to be PayPal Galactic, an intergalactic currency, both of them. And Elon Musk tweets this, there's people burying Twitter, and there's a gravestone. Look at the top of the gravestone. It just happens to be two swords crossing to form an X. And I said, Nice X on the gravestone, Elon Musk. I think that history is going to prove me right, and I'm willing to stick my neck out on that. I stand by my statement. I believe Elon Musk, and I believe Elon Musk at a minimum is somewhere in this XRP woodpile. No question. And XLM. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that I believe that XRP and XLM trace straight back to PayPal. And PayPal, what was going to be PayPal Galactic. Thanks for listening.